Fuck it, going loud.
Hey guys, Sauce here. I got some tips for you for base building, some really good stuff. Keep in mind this is all things that are applicable to PvP. You can implement them into PvE, though I don't know that they'd be super useful to you there because everything I do is geared around PvP. So first of all, I've talked about this for a while. Haven't shown it just yet, but this will be the first time I'm revealing it. It's the Khwab design, Khwab base. Really don't know what I want to call it, but I call it the claw essentially. And the way it works is this is where you're coming into the base right here. Okay. Got some mining helmet. You're raiding the base you come in, this is all you see. So obviously to get up here, you're gonna have to dig through this. Dig your way up. So when you do finally get through that, get up here, you now have 3 different places you can go through. Now, assuming you have a mining helmet, come up and you can look around, but like for instance here, you can't see what's over there. Now, there's a couple other things you can do with this, and things I'm not really quite ready to show just yet because I'm still working out the kinks. I like to put a spike pit down there so that I can safely go down, but they have to break spikes to slow them down even more. You can honestly not do anything at all like this and just have doors on each of them so they go down and break down a door. Maybe it's a dummy door, maybe it's not. Use it how you want, but essentially you want to have this for every possible way. So you'll have this, and maybe down here's your base. Down here is, you come down and there's another claw you have to go through to break your way up, and then look around and there's 3 more directions you can go. A lot of different things you can do with this, and kind of just do whatever, do whatever you want with it. Next, we have something we call hatches on the boxes. Again, I don't have a name for it, but I like to put things inside of this, and then I have a hatch over the top. If you see me play PvP on my own personal base, I have this exact same setup. That way, they can't just easily walk in and get what they want. They've got to break through hatches to get to everything. Now, you can use scrap hatches, and that does completely cover where you can't even look through to see. The problem is, A, no matter what, you'll be able to walk up to these hatches. Sometimes it'll glitch through and show you what's behind it. And B, the scrap hatches aren't very strong. The steel ones are much stronger. And so even though they can see what's in there, they've still got to break down this to get to it. Next one, and we're just going through these really quick here, is just put a door flush up against a wall for a dummy door. There's nothing here. I wouldn't necessarily suggest putting it next to something like this because they can easily see there's nothing there, but like for just random doors in your base to throw people off when they're raiding, very useful. Another thing, when you're going to mask the entrance to your base, I like to use something like this where I have a tree, preferably a winter biome tree because it covers more, but you can also use these, and as you can see from a distance, can't really tell anything's there. Not until you get closer. And then you're basically on top of it and having to look at it. But if you look at the winter one, you can still not really see until you're actually on top of it. So building the winter biome is probably the best place to build in right now for A15, and I'm assuming going for into A16. Now, the next thing, and this is something that I'm not going to reveal all of my tricks for how I do this. This is something I've recently discovered and stumbled upon in my most recent PvP server, but I'm really, really proud of this one, guys. One of the problems right now with underground base building is that if somebody is riding a mini bike, if they do a head glitch, something like that, they can easily see around them and they'll be able to tell if there's anything there. Underground, I mean. Now that basically destroys the concept of a hidden base if somebody gets lucky. To combat that, we have this little beauty right here. Now, if you do it right and you do a full circle of something like this, maybe you can build a dummy base in there out of wood or cobble. I would suggest at least concrete so it looks legit. You can hide within there. Small base. So if you keep your base small and you put a mine around it, for example, even if they head glitch, they're not going to see it. This is at bedrock and you can't see it. Hidden behind here. So if you put this all the way around it, and you cover this entirely in stone, so the inside you can't see, they're never going to know there's a base in there. Good thing to do is to maybe just do it all the way up and around it, have a couple small chambers on the inside. You could do it on a much larger scale. It's up to you. There's a couple things I personally do with this idea to completely mask what I have. One of them, and I will show this just because it'll make more sense, is the tunnel I dig down into my base, I get out of it when I'm done for the day using grass or snow or whatever the material is for that particular biome in order to hide the fact that there's a tunnel that goes down into it. When I log in the next day, I just simply break that and go straight down. What I would do is I would plant something that's relevant to that area. Snowberries. Grass might grow there, but you won't know it. Plant something so you can remember. Put a tree down even. Now, if you're on the side of a hill, like one of these, it's as simple as logging back in and just knowing it's right behind the tree right here. That's a great way to help yourself remember. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the latest tips and trick video for base building. If you have any questions, please post them down below in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and include a couple videos just like always. One of them is going to be for the first tips and tricks video I did for base building. There might be some good useful stuff there that you might use now. Not everything's going to be useful, but some of it might be to you. The other one's going to be for the new PvP series I just started. I'm trying to organize everything as much as possible. Went ahead and made a new logo to piss off J Hunt, so go ahead and check that out as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one.